So the next word starts with these letters, kha, lam and dal. Okay? This means to abide or to live. Khalada, kha, lam and dal. Okay? And if you put an alif between first and the second letters, it becomes a person, fa'il. So this will become khalidun. Khalidun is a person who lives or lives forever. Okay? Khalidun is one who lives forever, or be there forever, or be abiding forever. Okay? So this is a person abiding. Okay. And Khalidina is the plural. Those people will abide. Okay. Khalidun is one, Khalidina is the plural of that. Those people will abide. Those will abide. Or those will live. Those will abide or will live in some state or some condition or be there. Okay. Now, what is the next word is the fiha. Okay. So fiha made of fi and ha. Okay. Ha means it and fi means in. Okay. Fiha means in it. What is in it? In the state of curse. They will abide or they will be there in the state of curse all the time. Forever. Because they are dead now. So they don't have the opportunity to repent or make tawbah or go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were in the state of kufr and they died. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that they will be in it forever, which is la'anat, which is the curse. They will be in the state of curse by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, angels and the people. Khalidina fiha, in it. Okay, so the next word is la yukhaffafu. Okay, so this starts with kha, fa and fa. These are the three letters, starting root letters for this word. Okay, these are three letters. They belong to the group of the words we call fa'ala. Okay, but if you make another group of the word by putting a shadda on the middle one, it becomes fa'ala, and this becomes khaffafa. This middle letter is shadda. Okay, so just like I put a shadda on the middle letter, if I put a shadda here, this becomes the word khaffafa. Khaffafa means to reduce, to lighten, to make less. Okay, so this means khaffafa means to reduce or to lighten something, to make light. Okay. To make less. Okay. Yeah, lighten, reduce. Khaffafa. And the meaning of the word is la yukhaffafu, la means not, and ya will make it a future tense. La yukhaffafu will not be reduced, will not be made less, will not be lightened. Okay? So la yukhaffafu will not be reduced. Okay? La means not, yukhaffafu in the future, will not be reduced. Or will not be made light upon them, less upon them. Okay. And the next word is anhum, next word. An here is from or upon. Whom means them. So it will not be made less upon them, or it will not be reduced upon them, okay, or from them. So this is made of anhum, anhum. An means from, whom means them. And whom means from them or upon them. Okay. What will not be reduced upon them or from them? Al-azab, the punishment. Whatever punishment they will receive as a result of their kufr, that will not be reduced. Okay. That will not be lightened upon. There will be no lessening in the punishment, reduce or reduction in the punishment. So, al-azab means punishment, the punishment. So there will not be any reduction in their punishment, lessening in their punishment. So the next thing is that walahum yunzarun. So let's look at those words. Waw means and, la means not, and hum means them. So these are the common words. And not them. Okay. Now next word starts with these letters, Noon, Za, and Ra. And this means to see. Nazar, that we say. Nazara means to see. Okay, these are three letters. So they belong to the group of the word we call Fa'ala. If we put an alif in this before the three letters, it becomes Af'ala. And this becomes Anzara. Anzara means to reprieve, to give some time, mohlat. Okay. Anzara means to give some reprieve, to give a break. Okay. So this means to reprieve. Means to give a break. Okay. Give some mohlat. Give some time in between.
Arabic language.
Yeah. Okay. So that is anzara. Yunzirun means they will be given reprieve. But there is a law before that.
They will not
They will not be given any reprieve. So two things will happen. Their punishment will not be reduced. So it will be same. And there will not be like, okay, for a day, take a break. It's not like that. That's what the mohlat or reprieve is. No break in between. No gap in between. Okay? So, walahum yunzarun, and they will not be given any break in between. The punishment will be continuous punishment. No gap in between. Okay? So, no reduction in the punishment, azab, and no gap in the azab. Okay? So, it's a continuous azab and same punishment. No lightening of the punishment or no break in the punishment. Okay? So that is the reward for those when they do it. They are in the state of kufr and they died. So they will be in the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and malaika and people. And the punishment will not be reduced. La yukhaffafu. And La yunzarun, they will not be given any reprieve. And them will not, and there should be reprieve. They will get a reprieve. Yunzarun means they will get reprieve, but there is a law before that. They will not get a reprieve. They will not get a break. Okay? So that's what the meaning is of this ayah. Okay? So now, stating this thing about the people who do kufr or reject Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the next ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is emphasizing that believe in and worship only one God, one Allah. Okay? So that is this word. Wa ilahukum ilahun wahid. Okay? So let's look at these words. One word has come 3 times. Okay? So the word it starts with alif, lam and ha. These are the 3 letters. Okay? So when we combine them and write like that, ilahun. Okay? Ilahun means a God. Okay? So I'm just going to write down with a small g in English, a God. What is ilahun? Ilahun is whoever a person worships is his ilah. If a person is worshipping an idol, then idol is his ilahun. If a person is worshipping his own desires, then his own desires are his ilahun. Okay? So this is a general word, ilahun. Okay? But when this word comes with either al-ilahun, which is Allah, or wahid, then this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the God. Okay? So here the word starts wa ilahukum. So let's look at this word first. Ilahun plus kum. Okay? Kum means yours or you, all of you. Okay? So when you combine these two, you pronounce ilahukum, your God. Ilahukum, God of you all. Kum is a plural, all of you. God of all of you. Ilahukum. Okay? So wa means and God of all of you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing here all the mankind, all the people, and saying that your God, ilahukum, your God, okay, or your Lord, okay, or your ilah. Who is he? That is the definition of the 2 words. Ilahun wahidun, one God. Okay? So we should read this ilahun and this wahidun together. Okay? Wahidun is the sifat of this ilah. Okay? Ilahun wahidun means one God. Okay? So ilahun wahidun means one God. Okay. And to emphasize this in the translation, you make this O as a big O and G as a capital G, which means one God. Okay. All of you have a God who is only one God. Ilahukum, God of all of you. Okay, now there is no more small idols or small desires or anything, but Ilahun Wahidun is one big definition. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding people that the God of all of you is one God. Ilahun Wahidun. Now, further Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is emphasizing by saying the next 3 words. Okay? Or actually next 4 words. So let's look at that. Okay? So the word la means not. Okay? La means not. And the word again is ilahun. Now when a noun comes after la, then that noun is changes to the muz into a fatah. Meaning does not change. So the word is pronounced as ilaha. Okay? So this is now pronounced, because of the la, is pronounced as ilaha. Okay. So now this will be no God. Okay. La ilaha, no God. Okay. Also, in the rule of tajweed, whenever there is a hamza, and before hamza is either you have alif, a ya, or a waw. Okay? Whenever there is a hamza, and before hamza you have one of these 3 letters, alif, ya, and waw, then these letters are pronounced with a mad, like this. Okay? So if you notice that this is a hamza here, and the letter before this, which is the part of the la, is an alif. So this alif should be pronounced with a mad. Okay? Okay. Now if you notice that, as I said, this mad here is requiring then you pronounce la instead of la. Notice that there is a la here, but there is no mad. There is no hamza, so there is no mad there. Meaning is still same, not. But because of the hamza, this is the rule of tajweed, that whenever there is a hamza and before hamza you see any of these 3 letters, then you put a mad on them. Pronounce long.
Just like Malaika also. Same.
Malaika. Yeah, same thing. Hamza is here. This one also, right? And ulaika, same thing here. Yeah, hamza, and there's a mad there on the alif. Okay? So that's the reason for this mad there, because there is a combination of alif and hamza. Okay? So it applies everywhere. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La ilaha, no God. Okay? Then the word is illa. Illa means except. So there is no God except. Okay? So no God except. Okay? And the word hova means him. Hova means him. Okay? So here, this word hova okay, I'm writing with a capital H again here. Notice that in here, the translation I put down with a small g. But So there is no God. There is no worthy worshipping except Him. Now this Him is pointing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again. Okay. So that's the reason you can write down with the capital H to point that this word Huwa means Him. Him applies to a person or to anybody. But when it is pointing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Huwa will be written as a capital. This is just English language to distinguish. In other languages you don't do this thing. In English, there's a customary thing that whenever the word God is used, you put a capital G there. Whenever word Him for Allah is used, you write a capital H. So just to distinguish for the reader to say that this Him is not applying to anybody, it's applying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so this is a language. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Ilahun Wahid, one God. And then further emphasizing that there is no, like saying same thing two times. There is only one God and there is nobody else. There is no other God except Him. Okay? So it is emphasizing more on the word of Ilahun Wahidun. One God, there is no one except Him. Okay? And then after that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning two of His Asma'ul Husna, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Okay? So both of these have the same root letters, Ra, Ha and Mim. Okay, and this means to show mercy. Okay. So both of them has root. So Rahman is the one who shows mercy regardless if anybody is worshipping Him or not. And Rahim has the intensity of mercy in it. Okay? Now notice something here that both of these words have mercy in them. Okay? And the opposite of this word is lanat, which is mentioned here in this ayah. So not having mercy automatically is the lanat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But lanat is mentioned very simply, but these words are mentioned with the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Intense mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He provides to those who don't even worship Him. He provides, it gives everything to them. Those who do kufr, okay, those who reject, those who disbelieve, He is still Rahman to them. He is gracious to them. He provides them everything in this worldly life. Okay? So that is the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ar-Rahman. And the intensity is Ar-Rahim. Okay? Very, very Rahim. Okay? So these are both the sifats of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in translation, you can say most merciful with Ar-Rahim, and Ar-Rahman is most gracious. So this ayat is very intense in the Tawheed, in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Makes it very clear there. Everything is very intense in that. It addresses people, your God. All of you have one God, Ilahun Wahid, Ilahun Wahidun. Two things together. And then it re-emphasizes there is no one else except Him. And then it attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Okay? So these are the meanings of these three ayats. Okay? So inshallah we'll stop here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept.